and welcome to NextGen 2022, our annual showcase of Australia's best and brightest technicians under 25 years of age. I'm your host, Sandra Rossi, editor of Climate Control News. CCN is proud to present NextGen, which is organised in partnership with the Australian Refrigeration Council. It is a great way to promote the HVACR industry and help address the critical skill shortage that continues to have such a stranglehold on our industry. NextGen is now in its third year, and this year we had the highest number of entries ever. So thank you to everyone that nominated. I will announce our next 20 NextGen technicians under the age of 25 in alphabetical order. But before we begin, I'd like to introduce the Australian Refrigeration Council CEO, Glenn Evans.
The Australian Refrigeration Council is proud to support CCN and NextGen in showcasing emerging talent within the RAC sector and in promoting it as a profession of first choice. For young people thinking about career options, the industry has it all. Variety on the job, working with the latest technology, long-term job security, and also great pay. Few industries offer more diversity: aviation, manufacturing, marine and mining, automotive, and a whole range of building-related options, just to name a few. With its technical nature and environmental impact, this industry makes a real and positive difference. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the outstanding young people who make up the NextGen top 20 under 25. The bottom line is, RAC technicians make a huge contribution to our daily lives. Preserving vaccines and medicines, transporting food, you name it. We as an industry can rightly be proud of our next generation winners for 2022. Congratulations, one and all.
Thank you, Glenn, and thank you to the Australian Refrigeration Council for supporting our trade and nurturing up and coming talent. Okay, now our top 20. Our first technician is second year apprentice Nicholas Bakopoulos-Cooke. The 23-year-old from Woolworths describes refrigeration and air conditioning as an all-encompassing trade. He said this is because technicians do a bit of electrical work, chemistry and plumbing. Nicholas said there is a lot to learn, but it is always interesting. Our second technician is Jared Budny of AJ Baker & Sons. He has made his mark as a WorldSkills competitor and was also a finalist for CCN's Rising Star Award. Talking about WorldSkills, our third technician, Tom Clancy, will be representing Australia later this year at the International WorldSkills competition. Tom is only 20 years old, but he began his apprenticeship at the tender age of 15. Good luck, Tom, and bring back the gold. Next up, we have Jason Galea, a 24-year-old technician who says the job is never monotonous because every day is different. We have another AJ Baker & Sons technician, Jack Hamilton. The 21-year-old will complete his apprenticeship in December. Our sixth technician is Ryan Harris, a 22-year-old currently employed at Airmaster. He believes more young people are becoming aware of the trade compared to when he first started a few years ago. So that's good to hear. Number 7 in our top 20 is Mitch Hart. The second year apprentice turns 21 next month. He said he's very fortunate because he works with much older and experienced technicians who teach him a lot. Next up is Ryen Imrie, a 23-year-old chiller technician from Western Australia. Ryan is one of the lucky ones. His father was already working in the industry. Let's cross over to Ryan in...
Hey guys, Ryan from Airvision. I've been working here for 5 years, 4 years of my apprenticeship and a year as a tech role. Where I see myself kind of going in the future with Airvision is really going to start in the data analytics sides of things with the AV data platform. Really looking towards preventive maintenance and energy consumption, reducing that for buildings, and just getting on the forefront of preventing faults and chillers being down and lead time. I really think that's the future for not just chillers but the whole industry as the next 10 years go forward. Thanks.
Thank you, Ryan. It was great to hear from you. Now, our next nominee is a first-year apprentice Oliver Keitlan. Oliver is excited about his newfound career. He said it's a big change from the boring jobs he had previously. We are now at the halfway mark. Our 10th technician is Bilal, a 19-year-old currently employed at NJR Refrigeration in Queensland. Now we have another Woolworths apprentice, Brodie Mackenzie Jones. He's in his 3rd year as an apprentice. We actually have a time-lapse video of Brodie on the job undertaking a condensing unit rebuild. Let's take a look. Great work, Brodie. I could hardly keep up. Our next apprentice is in his 4th year. His name is Ryen Marsh of ICAP Refrigeration on the Gold Coast. Ryan's original plan was to become a sparky, but the place where he did work experience did electrical work as well as refrigeration and air conditioning. Not surprisingly, he found himself drawn to the refrigeration and air conditioning side of the business. Our 13th technician is Mohammed Bilal Rashidi. He is a 20-year-old technician from Tech Services in Port Hedland in Western Australia. Finally, our next apprentice is a female, Emma Rogers. Emma followed in the footsteps of her older brother, who is also a technician. 23-year-old chiller technician Darcy Sexton is our next nominee. Let's cross over to Darcy on the job at AirVision.
Hi, I'm Darcy Sexton. I've been working at AirVision for coming up on 6 years now. I started back in 2016 when I started my apprenticeship, and I've been signed off for about 2.5 years now. We work on chillers every day, as you can see. A whole range of different models and brands. Some of the things that I love about them is the variety, the difference in work, the analytics with our data and stuff like that. Moving forward, I can see myself developing into some kind of managing role, hopefully, and also in the industry. I see the industry as the chiller industry, especially being more specialised as we are now. But yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
Thank you very much, Darcy, for that. Our 16th NextGen technician is Byron Smith of ABS Air Conditioning and Sheet Metal Services. Byron actually had family members that were already in the trade, so he knew he was going to become a technician at an early age. Next we have Holly Stynne. She grew up around tools. She actually worked in construction until she was offered an apprenticeship 12 months ago. Our next technician is Matthew Stewart. He's actually just set up his own business in Sydney. The business is called Climate Care Air Conditioning Services. Matthew wants to see what he can do on his own. Now to our final 2 technicians. Mitch Wells is a 21-year-old technician from South Australia. Mitch is another one that initially planned to be an electrician but discovered refrigeration and air conditioning and found it far more interesting. Our final technician is Aedan Whyte. He actually applied for a pre-apprentice plumbing course at TAFE, but there were no places left, so he ended up doing refrigeration and air conditioning. The 22-year-old said it was a great job because he enjoys fabrication, pipe work, fixing a leak, being able to fix problems on the spot. Let's hear from Aedan.
It's Aedan here from AirVision, Junior Chiller Tech. Recently completed my 4-year apprenticeship with the company and started off at the Carlisle campus doing the pre-apprenticeship. Really enjoy chillers, enjoy fault finding like today's job. Got this RTHD chiller faulting, and it's just due to this faulty chill water temperature sensor, which I'll be replacing today. It's jobs like these that I really enjoy. Really satisfying to walk away with the chiller running and everyone's happy and everyone's got cooling. So yeah, this is what I enjoy about being a chiller tech, and it's been great so far, so all good for the future.
Thank you, Aedan. Well, that's our top 20 for 2022. I want to thank everyone that nominated. Congratulations to our top 20. And of course, I'd like to thank the Australian Refrigeration Council. Thank you for watching.